Do you have pain while running? Where exactly is your pain? Do you have pain here on the inner portion, on the downward portion of your leg? If that is so, you may have to listen to this because this may be shin splints. So today, hi, I am Dr. Apurva Kadam from Team Joints and Motions, and today we are going to discuss about what exactly is shin splint, why does it happen, do you really have shin splint or is it a stress fracture? Shin splints, that is also called as medial tibia. So this is the tibia bone here. So medial tibial stress syndrome. So medial tibial stress syndrome or shin splint is the most common running injury. So this happens because you are doing too much in a short span of time, and you are doing with a very high intensity. So if you are doing too much of running, which your body is not accustomed to, or if your body is not ready for it, then you may have shin splint, that is the pain in this portion of your leg. The pain typically is in the medial side. So this is the outward portion and this is the inward portion. So pain usually is in the downward and inward portion of your leg, and here in shin splints you will not have any tingling, burning or numbing sensation. You will typically what have is pain, okay, and this pain will be mostly during activity. So if you are exercising, if you are running, if you are doing jumping or any high impact, that means when you are landing, so that time when you have pain, so this can probably be shin splint. So now one important difference here, a lot of patients ask us that are you really sure this is shin splint, am I having some kind of a stress fracture? So running stress fractures are also very common. So the main difference here is if your pain is approximately, this is approximately 5 centimeters. So if your pain is approximately this much area, so this may be shin splint. But if you have single focal point pain, so that may be indicating what is called as to be a stress fracture. So the main difference here is in shin splint you will have pain in the inner portion. The second difference is in shin splints you will have approximately more than 5 centimeter area which is hurting, and if you have a local focal area of pain in this area, that means you probably have a stress fracture. So of course this is a possibility. Fracture hai ki nahi hai, that we will have to investigate, we will have to get a x-ray done, and then only we will tell you a confirmed diagnosis. Now shin splints, why exactly do shin splints happen? So as I mentioned, if you are doing too much in too little span of time, which means your body is not prepared for that activity, then you may suffer from what is called as a stress syndrome. So what basically is a stress? Imagine you have started running, you have started a new activity. So if you start a new activity, you have to go slow, you have to go gradual. But if you are not going gradual, if you suddenly increase the intensity and pace, then your body cannot adapt to it. Generally also when we start a new activity, our muscles, our bone, they hurt. You may suffer, initially you think कि हाँ it is soreness है, चला जाएगा 2 दिन में. But अगर 2 दिन में पेन चला नहीं जा रहा है, मतलब आप ज़्यादा कर रहे हो. So why do you have soreness or why do you have that bone ache? Because our body is trying to adapt to the new stress. It is trying to make itself strong. So micro injury से body strong होता है and then it kind of adapts and then the pain goes off. But if the pain does not go in a few days, that means you are overdoing it. So now how do you understand if you are overdoing? In general, if you are walking, if you are climbing stairs up and down, if you are doing basic, if you are just sitting on the stool or chair and then you are getting up, even then if you have pain in this portion, that means you are surely overdone it. Now what is the first step if you are overdoing it? The first step is that you have to stop the activity, or you have to at least minimize the intensity of the activity. So now you tell me that मैं 30 minutes fast running कर रहा था, now I have reduced it to 15 minutes. Even then it is hurting. That means your body needs to rest. So you have to definitely stop the activity. Now a lot of patients will be like, oh, I had started running because I wanted to build my fitness. But this building up the fitness can be done with different other cardio non-impact exercises. Like आप स्विमिंग जा सकते हो या आप साइकिलिंग कर सकते हो जिसमें इम्पैक्ट नहीं आएगा आपके बॉडी पे. तो आपके जो जॉइंट पे जो स्ट्रेस है, वट एवर द लोड इज कमिंग ऑन द बोन, दैट लोड विल नॉट कम. So you have to make sure that if you have pain in even basic activities, you have to stop the activity or minimize the activity and do non-impact activities. Okay. So one another cause of shin splint can be that आपका जो posture है running का वो भी गलत हो सकता है. So a lot of times research says that when you're you're landing, so when you're running, if you're landing on your heel, that may be causing a lot of impact coming on the bone and that may be causing pain. So you have to make sure that you're landing on your toes. Even when you're landing, for example, see when I'm landing like this, my knee is going inwards. So if when I'm landing my knee is going inwards, a lot of my foot eventually is going to go inwards again and then the load is going to come here. Okay. So when you're landing, you have to make sure you don't land on your heels. You have to land on your toes and your knees should not be in an inward position. ये position का ध्यान रखना बहुत जरूरी है. If whenever we are practicing wrong habits, then it eventually leads to this pain. So you have to make sure that biomechanics of running also has to be proper. Now you have that pain. Now what can be done? First, as I told you, rest. Icing if there is swelling, if there is a lot of pain. Icing and temporary mild compression can also help you to ease out the pain. Gentle massages. So if you have pain in this portion, gently trying to release this area. So inward ये movement करके आप release करने का try कर सकते हो. So obviously it has to be with your you can use a moisturizer and you can use some basic ointment or something and just try to release that area. So उससे क्या होगा? Your muscles will get little eased up because of the impact which is coming, your muscles are also getting irritated and that is indeed putting a pressure on the bone and it is getting irritated. Now you have tried icing, your pain has come down, you did little compression, you did little massage, you took little rest. Now it is the time that you have to start rehabilitation. Now rehabilitation is what? We have to do the same activity but with low impact. So अगर आपको jumping में pain है, so you try low intensity jumps and if that is not painful, you have to practice that and then you can further go back to what you were doing. Slowly and steadily reload करना है. Okay, so loading करना है but it has to be in a proper format. Okay, so few exercises I'll be demonstrating here, so which are very important. Heel raises. So you can take a footstool. If you are not comfortable using a footstool, you can do it on the floor also. So footstool पे खड़े रहके at the edge, you go down till the point you feel a stretch in your calf, and then you go up. Okay, you can hold it for about 10 counts, and then again lower down. Again you feel a stretch, and then you come up. Okay, so this exercise can be done approximately 10 to 12 reps. 2 to 3 sets you can do it as per your comfort. Then secondly, what you can do is on a stool you can do lunges. Okay, so here what we are doing, when I am going ahead, I am getting strain on my leg here. So we are loading the joint, we are loading the bone, the tibia bone here. So load कर रहे हैं, so we are increasing the mineralization of the bone, thus making it stronger. So like this, you can hold it and then you can come back. If you think this is very easy, you can take weights in your hand. You can take a heavier weight also. Go down, hold, and then come back. Okay. So this also you can start off with. Then the next thing what you can do is calf stretches. So you can take wall support. You can go forward like this and just lean forward towards the wall. Okay, so this is going to put a stretch on your calf. You can hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds and you have to do at least 3 repetitions. There, you stand facing the wall, facing with the back on the wall, come forward and you can do toe raises and like this. Okay, so you have to hold this position and you come down. Okay, so if you take it behind, you can hold it like this and you can come down. Alright, so these are the basic stretches what you can do. If you have a loop band or if you have a TheraBand with you, you can just do basic strengthening for your muscles. Okay, so these muscles, yours is the tibialis anterior. So this is the muscle that has got a strain. So we have to strengthen that muscle. So you can hold this. Initially you can start like this. You have to hold it with your hand here and you take your leg up. 10-second hold and then down. Initially if this holding here is also painful, what you need to do is go up, come down. Go up, come down. If this is comfortable, you can go up, hold for 10 counts, you can come down. Secondly, you hold your band here, you take your leg upwards. So we are strengthening the inverters of the ankle here. If this is comfortable without hold, you can do with hold. So you can hold your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let go. So if this is not comfortable, you just do 1, 2, like that, 10 counts. Okay. So I hope that you guys have got basic ideology of what exactly is shin splint. As I mentioned to you, if you're doing too much of activity too frequently or your body is not prepared for it, then you may have pain in this portion of your leg. Again, if the area is wider, it may be shin splint, but if you have focal, sharp, shooting pain, then you need to get investigations done because it may be a stress fracture. Now that you have this shin splint, we understood why exactly it happens. It may be because you're doing too much, or your running form is wrong. So if your running form is wrong, I mentioned that you have to run on your toes. Your knee should not be going inwards while you're running. One important thing is that you have to do rest. You can do non-impact cardio like cycling, or you can do swimming as well. And then we moved on and we saw what kind of exercises we need to do. So we have to do low impact loading exercises. So calf raises, heel raises, toe raises, then little strengthening for your tibialis anterior, which is your dorsiflexor and inverter of your ankle, inverters of your ankle, that also you need to strengthen. Lunges on a stool, so that your loading is done optimally. So all these exercises are just the beginning. A lot of rehabilitation has to be done. If you have a lot of pain while running, there is a graded running program also. So if you have any other queries, or if you think that you have done the basic things and still it is not helping, you can just come and connect with us. We are located here in Hiranandani Estate, Thane. If you have any queries, you can DM us and we will be happy to help you.